All right, guys. So joining us today is a real estate investor, overall investor, a mentor, content creator, YouTuber, jack of all trades, but above all, a man of faith, Mr. Kerry Lampkin. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for the wonderful introduction, brother. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, sir. First of all, man, congratulations on the book. Right here.
Yes. Why real estate? Why now?
Why now? Got my signed copy right here.
You sure did. Yes,
Yeah.
It was good to see you, bro. I don't think I saw you. I haven't seen you in years in person, bro.
Probably since high school, I think.
High school, bro. So I'm like, wow. Yeah, it's amazing, bro, for what you guys are doing. I'm proud of you guys.
Appreciate that. So before we get to the book, we'll just rewind a little bit and tell me, who is Kerry Lampkin? As a kid growing up, and what molded you into the man that you are today?
Okay, well, I want to first off by saying I want to give honor to my parents. First God, I want to thank God for even having his hand over me as I was a child growing up and protected me. And then also I want to honor my parents because they instilled a lot in me, believe it or not, bro. They instilled a lot of greatness in me when it comes to teaching me principles, teaching me different things besides principles, how to work, the work ethic that they have. So that's who molded me. I got to give credit where credit is due. My parents is the one who molded me. Now, after that, people came along like mentors, like my pastor. After that, they came in and sharpened me up a little bit where my parents were able to go to that certain level because they only could go as high as you were taught. So my parents, thank God for the knowledge that they had and experience they had, and they were able to teach me. And, just growing up as a little boy, bro, I used to watch my mom and dad cut grass, like literally in rich neighborhoods, right? And they used to always say, we're going to have a house like that one day, or not like that, even though they had goals to having a nice big house, but they landed in a pretty nice house. You know what I mean? It was different, it's different levels. So to get to that part right there, shout out to my mom and dad for instilling greatness in me. Number two, who is Kerry Lampkin? Well, Kerry Lampkin is, I'm 33, just turned 33 in February. I've always been an entrepreneur. I always wanted more in life. I always knew that there was more to life. But what separated me from a lot of people was that I wasn't scared to fail. So like there's a saying that people say that you have to fail your way to success. And that's exactly what I did. Is even though I learned from my mistakes. So losing is never a real loss. It's literally a lesson learned. So just me stepping out there, it made me learn, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people's struggle is that they never get started. And when you don't get started, is you stay stagnated. You stay stuck in that mud. So just to sum it all up, man, I'm thankful for because I don't know everything. I always tell my students is that you want to stay a learn it all, not a know it all, because the ones that learn it all, those are the ones that always able to receive. You know what I mean? Like I can learn some things from you. You can learn some things from me. I'm never going to walk in a room like I know everything.
Yeah.
And that's why I win. I win because I'm hungry to learn. I'm hungry to always take constructive criticism. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that's also pretty important because, no two people are the same. And, everybody comes from different backgrounds. Everybody, doing different things. So it's always good to get those different perspectives. You may not always see the same things that, other people will see it too.
Yeah.
Was there like a certain like thing that happened, situation that you can like draw back to where, it instilled this in your head that like, you know what, I don't want to do this. I want to own my own business. I want to work for myself. Was there like a certain point in your life that you came across?
Heck yes, bro. Heck yes. I was working for this trash company one day, right? And I called off probably like up to a year in advance. And someone had forgot to put their notice in. I don't know how, because they used to take this year every year, but they just somehow just forgot to maybe they were getting old. They just forgot to put their time off in. So I got approved, but then later on, it was like, well, due to seniority, you're not able to get off. And that wasn't the first thing that really triggered me. It was more to that, but that right there was what did it. That was the last time right there. And in my mind, I was like, you know what? I got to set up something for my own, because if I don't plan my life, somebody else will. That's the saying where they said, if you don't plan your life, somebody else will. And all my life, bro, I would work a 9 to 5, and that's all the boss would do is plan my life. You come in at this time, you get off at this time. You come in late, you're gonna get a write-up. You get too many write-ups, you're fired. Yeah. That's controlling. That's telling you what to do. Oh, lunch break. Go take use a restroom. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can't use a restroom right now. That is controlling. That's like modern day slavery to me, bro. And I was like, I know there's more than life than this. I know. So what I started doing when I was driving that truck, when I was thinking about, I was building my empire on the right side. I was getting the knowledge that I need, because one of the three things you need is knowledge about what you're going to do. You're going to have to strategize on how you can make money with that thing that you're getting the knowledge about, and then you have to execute. Those three things in life for business you have to do in order to win. You have to have a plan, which is you strategizing, but you have to have knowledge about it, and then you have to have a plan, which is strategy, and then you have to have execution. Like I said before, a lot of people's problem is getting started. And more people got started and doing and not really dwelling on, oh, will I fail? Oh, will this work? Then I think a lot of people will be very successful entrepreneurs because you're stepping out there and you're learning. How else you would know if you don't go? Yeah. There's no other way to know but to go and try it. Try it for yourself. So life is all about living and learning. So that's what did it for me, bro. To answer your question, that right there did it for me.
Okay. And then after that, you started. What did you get into after that?
What I did after that was I got into before I got into real estate, I moved, bro. I moved from Texas to Michigan. It's like a foreign country, right? Going from the heat to the coldest 0 below degrees. And the only reason why I went there is because I was going through some spiritual things, bro. It was more than just money, or it was life, bro. It was like I needed some guidance. I needed some guidance from someone that actually has had proven success. So with me studying my pastor's life, he wasn't just a pastor, but he was an entrepreneur. He had great foundation. He had some great principles to live off of. So when I look to be mentor, when I look for somebody to be my mentor, I always look at these things here. Is the fruit on the tree. The fruit on the tree, you're able to determine if that's a good tree, you know what I mean, by the fruit. So, and what I mean by that, I'm just giving you an analogy. What I mean by that is that the people that he was mentoring, I seen the success in them. I was like, okay, that's a nice fruit there. That's nice fruit there. So I would examine that person to see whether it was a good fit for me or not, or whether, because like, what advice would you take from a person that ain't got nothing in a way? You know what I mean? Like, okay, bro, you telling me this? Like, you telling me not to smoke, but you're smoking? You know what I'm saying? Telling me not to drinking? Like, come on, bro. Like, so take advice from people that's actually had proven success. And it's not to down anybody, but it's the truth. So that my turning point when I left to Michigan, I was able to be mentored by him. But the mentorship, bro, it didn't come with him just giving me information, bro. It was by me being around it. You have to be around something in order to gain from it. Because I soak up like a sponge, just like a baby when they come here. Everything that baby does, that baby see you wave, all of a sudden that baby gonna be waving and stuff. That baby say, yeah, you start clapping, that baby gonna start clapping. You know what I mean? So it's like being around it, you're able to instill those qualities. You're able to have those qualities. It rubs off on you. Those qualities rub off on you. You know the saying about birds of a feather flock together? Yeah. It's the reason why that saying is like that, is because you have to be around it in order to be like it. You know what I'm saying? So those qualities rub off on you. Who you around is who you're likely to become. So I knew that in my mind based on the books and stuff I was reading, because just to go back a little bit, whenever I was on the truck working, I would set myself up like, okay, how can I get to owning my own business? And so as I was doing that, I began to gain knowledge about it. How to, like, have you heard of a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill?
I have not.
Read it, get it. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That book changed my life. And the philosophies and things like that. And one thing I learned, bro, out of that book, this is something that I'm just giving you right now. That is key, bro. It's a gem I'm about to give you. That book says think and grow rich. It didn't say work and grow rich. It said think and grow rich. And one thing that people lack at is using their brain to create wealth. Where else do you think these ideas come from? Where else do you think that Apple, Microsoft, Bill Gates, it came from an idea. It came from them, their ideas, bro. Like even with Amazon, like these guys had ideas and they put it in. Guess what? They strategize how they can make money and they plan. So that's what I love about that book too, bro. Is that you use you tap into the. It's like if you can see yourself there, you can be there. I don't know how to break it down as much as possible. That's the best way I can explain it, bro. It's like seeing yourself there and knowing that it's possible.
Kind of like visualizing,
bro. That's so powerful, bro. When you visualize, man. And even to the point, this may sound a little kiddish, bro, but I usually, like I said before, when he was on that Sprinter van with me, is that I had a vision board that I cut out pictures in a magazine and pasted it on a poster, things that I wanted to be, you know. So I think having vision is when the Bible says, I ain't trying to get spiritual, but this is principle. Like the Bible talks about those who perish because of the lack of vision. It says that in the Bible, you can Google it. It says that the people that have lack of vision, that they perish. It's not that they die slow. It's not that they die physically or whatever, but they just don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that thing God creates has a purpose. We're meant to succeed. We're meant to grow. We're meant to not retire, but always go higher and higher and higher and higher. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That's just my philosophy on like.
Going back to the birds flock together and stuff, like how important is it to remove like the negativity from your life, or and I feel like it can be hard sometimes with you have homeboys that you've been friends with since y'all were little kids running around and stuff like that, but you don't really see them going nowhere, or if you've tried to talk to them and stuff and they're just stuck in their ways, like how important is it to remove that from your life, or distance yourself? Well,
it's very important, and it's not nothing to date on your friends or nothing like that, but bro, you have to, and I always refer things, you got to forgive me, I always refer things to the Bible because I look at the story of Jesus, right? And he wasn't worthy, or he wasn't honored in his own town where he was from. He was the carpenter boy. Like they just, that's Jesus of Nazareth. He's just a little carpenter boy, whatever. But guess what happened when he left to other countries and other states and other places that he went to and dwelled in? They gave him honor. They was like, oh, this is the king of the, they was really giving him what he was honored that he needed. You know what I mean? So it's like, when I moved, bro, when I went out there on faith and I moved, I was getting a lot of respect from people, because you got to be careful with people. They don't see you in that light, because all they used to is that person that used to sell drugs, or that person used to drink, or used to party with them. So they see you in that light, but they don't see the purpose that you have, like the future. Like you're not supposed to be there the whole time. You know what I mean? That was just a phase you went through. So the importance of getting away from that is very important, because, like I said, you become who you are around. You're likely to become. So if you I can always tell where a person is headed by the circle of people they're around.
Yeah, for sure.
That person's not going nowhere. That's all they're doing is smoking and drinking, you know what I'm saying, clubbing. You know what I mean? I can tell. You know what I'm saying?
There's that saying, if you hang around 5 losers, you're the 6th one.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that none of my friends or loved ones were losers, bro, but I wanted more in life, bro. I wanted more in life. It was bothering my spirit. It was bothering me. So I wanted more. So I had to get away, because I wasn't getting it from anybody else.
Yeah.
So I had to go out. And guess what? I come back and bring it back to the hood. Yeah. I bring it back to friends. I bring it back to the family. You know what I mean? So never forgetting where you come from. You know what I mean? So there's nothing wrong with you getting away and distancing yourself, because I'm a type of person where I'm like, I like to be alone. Because that's the only way I can think. That's the only way I can be creative. Yeah. Very creative when I'm alone, when it's quiet. But if you're around a lot of noise and around a lot of distractions, you're never going nowhere. So you have to protect your focus. If you don't protect your focus, you're gonna be tossed left and right, and you're never gonna get nothing done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure. So like that night we went and hung out with you in SA. That was a good time.
Yeah, bro, I had a good time.
It's crazy because like through that period and stuff, like I was feeling like kind of worn out, and just kind of like just doing the whole podcasting stuff. Sometimes it wears, because you're we're constantly trying to grow. And if something's not working, you're like, man, what do I do next? And I wasn't going to go. And then I was like, nah, I'll go ahead and step out, and then it was like a hangout / like a seminar almost, because, we're following you around. We get to see you in action, and we're on the spirit and or what is it called? The
sprinter.
The sprinter.
Yeah, sprinter.
And you're there spitting game to us and letting us know, giving us advice and stuff like that. And after a while, I was like, man, like I feel like I was like meant to come over here, because I left it with like feeling like I was ready to get back to it, as soon as we got back to town and doing the whole podcasting stuff. And it's crazy how things work like that sometimes, and I feel like that's where the people that you hang around with can, lift you up at times, because we're not perfect, and we try to stay on the path. But I feel like every now and then you need a little, pat on the back, or, a little boost,
Yes, man. Yeah. You're right. So well, thank you, bro. That was encouraging for you to say that, bro. Like, and I always, bro, this is one thing that I found to be true, bro, is that everything that I've went through, everything that I have is not meant for me, just for me. It's meant to help others. So whether it's financially, whether it's information, whether it's anything, you got to understand who's in charge. And when you understand, like, you got to be the kingdom concept. That's what I'm talking. I'm talking about the kingdom concept. When you understand kingdom concept, things will go and flow. So me understanding kingdom concept, I didn't mind to spend money on that Sprinter van or even I rented out the party bus, because I'm real big on gathering family and stuff together.
Yeah.
And anytime I have the opportunity to share knowledge, bro, I'm going to share it. Because everything is it's almost selfish, and it's almost like a sin for me to withhold information. Yeah. If I see a brother or sister going and need some encouragement, I got the knowledge. It's like I got the bread and they hungry. I can't make you guys starve. I got to give it to you guys. So that's what it was. I fed into your spirit that was hungry to, you needed that, bro. You was getting a little, weary, and you was getting a little bit of frustrated of why I can't grow. But then it takes a person like me, or it don't matter. It don't have to just be me, but it took a person like me where they're able to inspire you, encourage you so you can get to the next level. So you never know how things work, bro. God works in mysterious ways. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, sure. How important is like accountability, like holding yourself accountable, for just, hey, I messed up, or something like that?
Yeah, accountability is important, bro, especially as a leader. At the end of the day, we're all leaders. You know what I mean? We're all leaders in some type of way. Somebody's looking, like the podcast, like whoever has the mic has the power. You have the power. You're going throughout the airwaves, sharing information. So like, you have to be careful on certain things you say, because it can offend somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, and even if you do happen to do it not intentionally, it's like, you have to like own up to it. Like, you know what? I apologize. I should have worded it better. You know what I mean? So yeah, accountability is important. That's why you need other leaders to hold that, to really hold you accountable. You need other leaders. You need other friends, people that you trust that can hold you accountable, because I'm not perfect. And sometimes I may slip up or whatever, and I need somebody to check me, like, yo, Kerry, bro, look, bro, you're a leader. You shouldn't do that. Yo, Kerry, look, you need to forgive that person. You need to apologize to that person because you offended them. I can't be like, no, forget that. You know what I'm saying? I got to be like, yeah, you're right. Because we're leaders, bro. And to whom much is given, much is required. So as a public figure, you got to do what's right. You know what I mean? And just know that everything you do, you're held accountable to on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
To upstairs.
Yeah, sure. I hear people like talk about, like falling in love with the process, not necessarily like, because of course you have your eye like on the main goal, and but also like if you got to be willing to get down and do the hard work, and that's
right.
That's pretty important, like
do what's hard now and it'll be easier later. And I'll share this with you, bro. Nothing escapes the law of process. That's where a lot of people fail. They try to go around corners. They try to do things fast. I heard Rick Ross say this before in an interview. He says, I don't want to move fast. I want to move correctly. He said that I don't want to move fast. I want to move correctly. So It's like, he's simply saying nothing escapes the law of process. You have to go through the process. So about you fall in love with it, learn to fall in love with that process. I even heard, and I listen to a lot of champs, bro. Like I listen to some of the things that even Mike Tyson says, bro. Yeah. And I'd be like, oh, that's so cool. He said something like this: when you don't want to do it, or you don't want to get up, just get up. Or I forgot how he worded it, but he said a few things in this podcast. I was like, wow, that's how a champion thinks.
Yeah, he's a pretty smart dude, man. Especially all the stuff that he's been through in his life, and where he could have just easily, fallen apart, and it's pretty cool seeing him where he is at today, post boxing.
Yes, bro. So that's all, bro. Like I mean, you got to change your mindset, man, with certain things too. I always tell a lot of my students is that it all starts with the mind. Everything starts with a thought. There was a saying, I may butch this up, but it was a saying that says, watch your thoughts because your thoughts become words. Yeah. Watch your words because your words become action. You heard that saying?
Yeah.
Bro, it's so true. Yeah. You see how it all started with a thought?
Yeah.
And at the end of that, it becomes your destiny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Something that I'm big on also is like, I don't want to be known, like when my kids get older, I don't want to be like, they're like, oh, well, daddy was at work all the time, how important is it to you to like balance like the work life and also the family time?
It's a struggle at first, you know what I mean? Like I still have to like check myself sometimes. Like my children just recently last week had they had spring break, and I promised my children that I would take them to Urban Air. It's like a trampoline place where they jump. And I was supposed to take them Friday. Then I was like, didn't feel like going. I was supposed to take them Saturday. Didn't feel like going. So I took them Sunday. I sacrificed and took them Sunday, But it's very important because, bro, your children grow up fast, man. And you don't want, bro, I know a lot of PK kids, right? Well, those that don't know what PK kids are, pastor kids, right? And all their parents did was always in church, bro. And it really impacted them in a bad way where they didn't really know, like they seen their parents loving on the congregation more than them. They were always with them, you know what I mean? So they felt not loved, and they grew up with problems. It really messed them up mentally, you know what I mean? And I think it's very important to set aside time, have that balance, set aside time where you spend time with your children and your loved ones, because man, this business is not going nowhere. You know what I mean? It'll still be here when we get done spending time with our children or our wife or whatever it is. So it's important to take that time out, bro, because you want to be healthy in all areas of life, financially, your relationship. You want to be healthy, just mental health. You want to be healthy in all areas of life, bro. And relationships is everything. Whatever you don't manage, you will lose. That goes with money. That goes with relationship. That goes with anything. Whatever you don't manage, you will lose.
So what all do you have your hands in like these days, as far like business wise?
Business wise, so I give this away. Actually, I had a dumpster company. I sold a dumpster company, and with a business partner. I had a business partner named Dr. Jewel. We both went in together. I started it out first, and then I bought her in so that way I can expand and get more dumpsters. So she came in and helped out with that.
Was that done? Sorry to interrupt. Was that done because I know you started like remodeling homes and stuff, tearing them down, doing them back up. And was that started because I could have swore I saw a video that you were like, you're tearing down these houses and stuff. We're gonna need someone to take away the trash, and you were like, well, I'll just start a trash company.
Facts. I for $30,000 with the first demolition job. When I saw that, I was like, I need to start my own trash company. Because look, take it from a person that actually used to drive trash trucks, knowing the system, knowing the business. Why not? You know what I mean? And then use that to take care of your own trash, but then make money off of rent your dumpsters out. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I started the dumpster business. Let's see, I started the construction side. The reason why I started construction side is because I started rehabbing my own property. Well, I got done wrong. Let's put it like that. When I was rehabbing my properties, I would hire like different contractors that come in to do my job, and they would run off with the bread. I mean, it run off from like 12,000, running off for 15,000, 20,000, 17,000, 100,000. Like I would get did wrong, bro. So I was like, you know what? I'm about to just create me a whole crew. And that's what I did. I started creating my own crew. And that's how I got into the construction business. Because then once I started remodeling my own property, guess what? People are passing by. They're like, man, that's a nice property. Well, let me get your number. can I do this? So I figured that I could fund my own projects by doing other people rehab and making a profit on it. So I would literally give a bid, right? And I would pay my guys by the hour. So this may be like a $25,000 gig. But I'm charging the customer like $40,000. So anything's off of that, I'm able to profit. And I'm always making sure I give myself a lot of cushion, a lot of room, because sometimes like you got some things that happens, bro. You got sometimes you may overprice some things or no, you may underbid yourself where you got to come out of your pocket. I had that happen before. So that's what I don't do that anymore. I kind of got out of the construction side of things. And I'm now leaning more towards the educational side of real estate, where I'm educating people. I'm selling like books. I'm selling courses. I'm doing mentorship. I just had a girl pay me $20,000 to mentor her. That's high ticket value the high ticket value students. And then I also have free stuff that I give to the people that may not afford anything. So I'm like, look, so no matter what, there's no excuses. So the person that gives me money, they get more of my time, of course, because time is money.
Yeah.
So they get more of my time, and I literally have a program where it's like done for you. I set them up with their LLC. I set them up with the bank account information, get them trade lines, and get their business started on whatever they want to do.
Is that people running off with your money and stuff? Is that just like a part of business? Like, if you're gonna go into business, it's gonna happen. Like, you're gonna have some shady stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's why I talk about that in my book, Why Real Estate Why Now. I actually talk about how like the due diligence part, and my word for it is called do the do. You will save yourself a lot of money and a lot of headaches if you do your due diligence on that individual and on that property you're about to acquire. So to keep people from running off with your money, you have to do it smartly. You have to like pay them in increments. You have to like, here's a deposit, a small deposit, enough for them to get materials. And here, instead of just giving them half, or here's half and you're done. No, you pay them in increments. You pay them in four ways: a deposit, as they're going, and when they're finished. You know what I mean? So like that will save you from losing a lot of money, because who's gonna run if they run off with the material money? Then they just lost themselves a job. By the way, I want to order the materials myself.
Yeah,
I don't want materials. Like, I'm not giving you the money for materials. Let's go to Home Depot together.
Yeah, for sure. So real quick, if we can touch on Keo, your son, right? He has K's World.
Yeah, Kyle. Yeah. K World.
Yeah. I put my kids on that, man. I was like, hey, check out my friend's son. Yeah.
I gotta edit some more of his video. Well, my editor, we got a lot of content. He probably got like 6 more episodes, but we haven't really finished editing. It's been so crazy big, my stuff. So like, yeah, Kyle, the reason why all my children are gonna have YouTubes, they're gonna do something, because all of them are creative in their own way. Like the oldest daughter, she's an artist. She draws and paints, and it's beautiful beautiful artwork. So like, I want to create her a YouTube channel, because at the end of the day, one of the things that we lack in our community is owning property and owning intellectual property. And that's digital real estate to me. You think about it: YouTube, music, even your podcast you're on now, that's intellectual property, bro. That's something that your children you're gonna give to your children. The copyright lasts a lifetime plus 70 years.
Nice.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I could imagine like a guy like you would want, to raise your kids, to be smart, with finances, and also, with businesses and stuff like that. Yes. So how do you go about like raising them, guiding them that way without like ruining their childhood, like letting them be kids, but also at the same time guiding them in the right direction? Bro,
it's very simple. Like, well, I won't say simple because it's simple to me, but not others. But how I do it is I make it fun. Right? One thing that I know my children like is they love money. So I teach them financial literacy. What's like, okay, is that something you need? I tell them the difference between what they need and what they want.
Yeah.
Now, you break it down so simple is that they it's like, okay, all right, I got a chalkboard, like my little chalkboard over here. I said, okay, write down, is this a need or this a want? I would have them write it down. They said a bike. I said, okay, a bike. Is a bike a need or is a bike a want? So that's a want. When I put food, is that a need or is that a want? That's a need. Yeah. You need food. You know what I mean? So like, those are ways you can teach them like what's important. You know what I mean? And then even if it's something that's something they want, I teach them how to make money with what they want. So, for example, I showed an example of me having the luxury cars, right? I got luxury vehicles I rent out. I only got these cars so I can make money and ride clean at the same time. So not only that I have an asset, it's not a liability because that is bringing in income. So I teach them that, like, get things you're able to enjoy and make money at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Alex Joseph, he put me on to Rich Dad Poor Dad. Shout out to Alex. And
Love it.
yeah, I listened to it. And it's crazy because like I had heard of the book, but I just never had bothered to read it. So I put it, he actually sent it to me through an audio book. And so I was listening to it at work. And I was just like, my mind was just blown because it like opened up ways that like I had never even thought of before. Like, for example, he talks about like you see something that you want, and instead of saying, "Oh, I can't afford that," you got to tell yourself, "How can I afford that?" And I was like, "Oh, something as simple as that, that like I'd never thought of before."
That's it, bro. Because like your conscious mind don't know where to go unless you tell it. So we're living day by day, not with no direction. Everything needs direction. Everybody needs a mentor. Everybody needs guidance. You know what I mean? So it's like if you tell your subconscious mind what to do, it's gonna follow. You know what I mean? That's why I said the book. Having a vision board is very important because you're telling your subconscious mind, how can you afford it? And it's just you're putting things out in your. That book is so, bro. That book is so key. That book is one of the reasons why it's part of my success too. You remember the part about the quadrant?
Yeah.
Quadrant, bro. When I was working on that garbage truck, I was on the left side of that quadrant where I was an employee.
Yeah.
But even if I was an employee, I was focusing on that right side. As I was working there making my money, I was still focused on the right side. And the time whenever I had time off, I would then start learning more about the right side, like investments and owning my own business and things like that. So that Rich Dad Poor Dad book did shape my mind to be today.
Something he talked about too, because how they, you're brought up and especially when you're working like a 9 to 5 or whatever, and they kind of say, well, if you want more money, well then work more hours, and you get more overtime. Well, then when you work over like a bunch of overtime, well then that's when Uncle Sam put his money in your pockets and he's gonna take his cut.
Bro, the more you make, the more money you have to spend to Uncle Sam. So it's like you have to set yourself up in a business structure where you don't have, I am not saying avoid taxes, but it's like the government rewards those who create jobs.
Yeah.
When you create jobs, bro, you're able to get different tax benefits and things like that. Even when you invest your money into different investments, like you ain't got to pay taxes on those things really, because it's an investment. You're investing in things that's creating jobs. You're investing in things that's new startups and things like that. It's not even smart for a person to save money, really.
Yeah, that's what he was saying as well. And I was like, man, I'm growing up, or like when I started working at 16, and my mom, take some every check, put some money in the bank, which isn't a bad idea, but it's still not getting, like it's not building too much in there,
no interest. Yeah, you're right, bro. You on the right thing, man. You definitely on the right thing. But shout out to for actually introducing you to that book, because that's a good start there, bro. That's a good start
for sure. Crypto, are you into crypto at all?
Of crypto, bro. I came up on crypto. You know what I mean? Like, not too much in it now because I had to liquidate some things to invest in some more things. But crypto, I'm the type of guy where I get in and I get out, right? I don't like to stay in stuff because like I have stayed in something long and I lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I'm the type of guys when it's hot, I'm out. I'm getting out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I make my extra 100,000 or something like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm pulling out. I came in Bitcoin, bro, when it was at $2,000, like 2,000 a coin.
Damn. Okay.
I had 10.
Nice.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like when it went up to that 50, that 40,000 range. Yeah.
Yeah. And the metaverse, like, are you like, what do you think about the metaverse?
Yeah, I love the metaverse. I think it's pretty cool because it's the future. I believe that the metaverse is something that that's gonna where you're gonna see. You got to get hipped on it now. It's a real good time to really get involved and get learning about it and things like that, because I think it's literally it's the future, bro. My bad, my battery's about to die. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Let me put my charger on.
Yeah.
All right. Put this charger on real quick. But yeah, metaverse is the future, bro. Like I think that's where a lot of things are starting to head to, where just like when the pandemic happened, a lot of people weren't able to go places, right? I think that it's gonna be a game changer if something like that ever to happen again. Nobody got to step outside. You can literally do bank transactions, bro.
Yeah.
Or you can go like anywhere you want to go. And because think about this, bro. We go to places for experience, right? And I kind of see the metaverse going to something like this, where anywhere you want to visit, you can visit at comfort at your home. To the point where you can hear the sounds where it's like, you know what I mean? You can walk on the sand, the beach, hear the water, bro. You can go to Dubai if you want to. Like, that's an experience at a low cost.
Yeah.
What's going to cost you to go overseas? It's going to cost you a lot of money. So, like, I think that metaverse is the future, bro. I think it's the future, and people need to tap in. And they already got, look at Nike. Nike already got their stuff. Nike already got their copyrights and trademarks on the metaverse, the digital side, you know what I mean? Because someone can take it. So yeah. I highly recommend those that have businesses and things like that to open your business in the metaverse, you know what I mean? Trademark that digital logo.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff, man. Just the way technology evolves, but I feel like it's inevitable. You know, us as humans, we're always coming up with the newest thing. You know, it's always staying on top of. Yeah. You know, take the iPhone for example. You know, everyone wants the newest iPhone, even though I feel like I have an iPhone 8 right now, so for me it's a big jump to the 13 or whatever is out now, which I'm due for already. But on a year to year, you know, it's like small increments. But you know, everybody wants the newest thing.
They do, bro. I got caught up in the hype of that too, bro. I got an iPhone 12 and a 13, whatever. Yeah. And it's really I got upgrades and stuff, but still, it's a phone is a phone, bro. And actually, those 8s, I still got an 8, right, bro? It takes the most beautifulest pictures and videos ever. I mean, I love it. It's like got like 500 gigabytes on that phone. Yeah. That's why I can't get rid of it.
I'm sure a videographer would probably disagree.
Yeah, they would. See, this is I forgot what this one is. But this phone here, bro, I cannot get rid of it for nothing.
Before I let you go, man, I wanted to shoot off some random questions to you, kind of yes or no, one-word answers. Pineapple on pizza?
Pineapple on pizza. You know what? I sometimes like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite board game?
Favorite board game would be Monopoly. I like Monopoly. I like the way they, it teaches you the game. It teaches you the game.
Sure. Favorite comedian?
Bro, I would say my favorite comedian as of right now would be that DC Young Fly.
Oh yeah.
And hey, matter of fact, I gotta correct this too, because my boy, I got some good friends. Ha Davis is my boy, and Brandon T. Jackson. I love y'all. But hey, DC Young Fly is my guy.
I forgot what's his tagline? He's always saying I forgot what he's always saying.
He's like, fuck you mean?
Yeah, there you go. There we go. Do you have a favorite childhood wrestler?
The favorite child, not really, bro. I was into the WWE stuff, but not really. I don't really have a favorite childhood wrestler.
What's your favorite season?
It would be the summer.
Summer.
I love this. I love the summertime, bro.
Sun's out, guns out.
Yes, sir. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful outside when it's.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you could have a dinner with anyone, past or present, who would it be?
That is real good. If I were to have a dinner with somebody, and I think the dinner would be with someone like Tyler Perry, because with the lane that I'm going in with the entertainment, I want to learn off of him. I want to learn some stuff.
You're focusing more towards entertainment?
Yeah, it would be a dinner I would want to go. Yeah, I'm focusing more towards entertainment, bro, because everything I do is recorded. Like, even if I'm doing real estate, I'm doing real estate shows. I just did a pilot for Netflix last week, and I'm doing some stuff with some people that used to work for HGTV. So yeah, bro, like, I would like to sit down with the people that's really doing it, making it happen.
I remember you did some acting back in the day with was it Friday Night Lights?
Bro, yeah, Friday Night Lights, bro. And that's crazy is that I only did Friday Night Lights for the money, bro. I didn't do it just for no career. You know what I mean? I didn't know it's something that I'll be pursuing and that I love, you know what I mean? But I'm not pursuing like the acting side of things, but I'm pursuing like ownership of intellectual property. You know what I mean? Owning and having studios where we can record Just like look at the platform we're on now. We're doing a podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the future, bro. Like this is stuff we need to tap into. Entertainment.
Yeah.
People love knowledge. People love just content. People love creativity. That's all it is. We're creating content.
Yeah. Yeah. I was during the pandemic, man, I was like, everyone's like, stay home. But I'm like, you know, with I think we had, we had 3 guys. Yeah, I think we had 3 guys on at the time. And I was pushing. I was like, dude, the pandemic, man, like, let's get together. Everyone's at home on their couch now. It's hot right now. You know, they need something to watch, something to interact with.
Yeah.
You know? And we were able to do it through Zoom, you know, so we made it happen. But I feel like that was a big opportunity to grow for us.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. I encourage y'all, bro, like to keep going and even like it's like anything I can do too to help bring some celebrities on them. You know what I mean? That I may know that can come on, bro, and we can interview them. You know, I can do that for you guys.
Yeah, man, for sure, man.
Bro,
I appreciate that.
We Lockhart, baby. I never forget where I come from.
Yes, sir.
I'll let it help out.
What's the best that you yourself can cook and that's like you're proud of? I don't know if you're
the best food I could cook.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't like to ask my wife like what they like. You know what I'm saying? Because like I can say my food is good all the time, but I can say this. What did I cook one time? Everybody was eating. I think I just barbecue. I think I learned how to barbecue a little better now. At first, I would burn up stuff, but I think I've mastered that barbecuing now. So I think I can barbecue some chicken and some nice ribs and stuff on the.
Yeah, you're from Texas.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I would say barbecue, bro.
Yeah. Do you do roller coasters?
Yes, I love them, bro. I love them. I used to not like roller coasters, but I love them. You know what I mean? You know what? Actually, roller coasters help me understand is that everything ain't all bad, right? I used to fear roller coasters, and success is on the other side of fear. Imagine when you do that roller coaster and how fun it was. Like, whoa, I enjoyed it. That was dope.
Yeah.
So I always think about this. Success is on the other side of fear.
Nice. Yeah, because I don't do roller coasters, man. My girl does, and she's like, "What are you scared of?" Like, I'm like, "I don't know, man."
Once you go, bro, we were like, wow. Just like when I flew for the first time in an airplane, right? I was scared. I was nervous. My first time flying. This is in 2014. Yeah, and or 15. But when I flown, I was like, wow, I never stopped flying again, bro. It was a consistent thing of flying. I just couldn't wait to get on the airplane again.
Now it's nothing, right?
Now it's nothing. So that's all it is, bro. Is success is on the other side of fear.
All right.
I think you
should. Yeah. I will, man. There's been times like we went to Fiesta, Texas, and I'm there, and I'm like, I'm gonna get on. And I'm like, nah, man, at the last second, you know. And I mean, my girl always says it's like it's a waste if you go to Fiesta, Texas, or an amusement park and you don't ride the roller coasters. What are you going for? You know.
Yeah, but there's other things besides the roller coasters.
Yeah, I'll tell her y'all can't be in the wave pool.
Yeah, the wave pool. Yeah. Wave pool is dope. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So last one, man. Would you choose to be invisible or have the power to fly anywhere you wanted?
Ooh, well, I choose to be invisible or have the power to fly. I think I want to say invisible, bro, because I got a story to tell about being invisible. I want to say invisible, bro, and the only reason why I want to say that is because having the power to fly, you're gonna become a target. You become a target. Someone's always trying to get something from you or take you out, whatever like that. So you become a target. But being invisible, you're able to move in silence and make things happen and grow big and without any attacks. You know what I mean? Because as I begin to grow and the things that I'm doing, I begin to get more attacks. You get people trying to sue you. You get people. So you said being more. You said invisible, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So being more visible, which is flying. I get more attacks, but being invisible, bro, you're able to move in silence.
Is that part of you know, just being successful? Does stuff like that come with it? Like people always trying to take you down and all of that stuff, you know? Because it think like if you don't have haters, you know, like you're not really to that point yet. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm looking for, you know, somebody to throw shade at us or anything like that, but we don't really get too much of that. So I'm like, what are we doing wrong here, man? Not that I want people to hate us. You know?
Not doing wrong. It's like y'all may have haters that are just silent haters. You know what I'm saying? They're not like boasting about F them, you know what I'm saying? They're just like, they amongst themselves, like, oh man, they ain't gonna fail. I don't know what they think they are, what they think they do. You know what I'm saying? So like, you're gonna have haters, bro. No matter if you're doing good or bad, people are always gonna hate. So it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when they hate, that you're doing something good. So don't never think you're not being hated on. There's a lot of people out there. I had people admit to me, bro, like people admit to me that they hated me, that they didn't like me until they finally got to see my true like heart. And like, I ain't no that's trying to like take from people. I'm a giver. I'm always trying to find ways to help people. I'm a helper. You know what I mean? That's just who I am. So yeah, man, it comes with it, bro. It comes with it when like I said, the higher you go, every level there's a new devil. That saying like that. You know what I mean? It's really that. I just think if you're working principles, if you're doing the right thing, honest, have integrity, what matters is the person hate on you. You know, and people can say what they want about you as long as it ain't true. You know, as long as you can prove to them it ain't true. Yeah. You know what I mean?
For sure. Hey, well, Kerry, thanks for joining us today, man. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to come on here and just let me pick your brain for a little bit.
It's all love, bro. And call me anytime, man. Anytime you need me, hit me up, bro. Let me know. Like, let's do it. I'm thinking about coming out to the lockhart to do something, whether it be some type of event. I just feel it in my spirit. It's something I want to do. I want to come out there at the lockhart and share some knowledge, whether it be a seminar, whether if I do a concert, whatever it is. I want to come back to the city and share what I know.
Well, next time we do this, man, it'll be in person.
Let's do it. I'm with it, man. Well, thank you for the time. Thank you for inviting me on your show. Love it. You guys make it happen. Let's go.
Thanks, man. Hey, Kerry, you have a good one, man.
All right, you too, bro.
Later, man.